We're going to ride 1,100 miles on the South Carolina Adventure Route, circumnavigating South Carolina on our large adventure motorcycles, taking as many unpaved and back roads as possible. We'll start southwest of the capital city of Columbia and ride around the state clockwise, passing through Sumter National Forest, dipping into the Blue Ridge Mountains, heading across the north edge of the state, climbing to an elevation of about 3,100 feet at Caesars Head State Park, and dipping briefly into North Carolina. Then we'll descend to the southeast, passing through more of Sumter National Forest, then Liberty Hill Wildlife Management Area, and through a region known as the Sand Hills, before we route around in Francis Marion National Forest and follow the S.C.A.R around Charleston to Edisto Beach State Park. Finally, we'll ride northwest, back through the Sand Hills region until we close our loop. In total, we will ride 5 days on terrain ranging from ocean to mountains, on pavement, sand, mud, dirt, and gravel.
Hey, good morning. This is Kris. I'm riding with my buddy Hans, and we are heading out on the S.C.A.R for 5 days, 4 nights. We started out right where the connector meets the loop on the south side of the loop. A little nippy, but it's supposed to warm up, and I think it's going to be an awesome day. Really good riding. The sandy roads between the connector and Edgefield sometimes can be pretty loose, but they were still a little bit damp from the rain we had a few days ago, so overall it was pretty good riding. I'm not a real big fan of deep, dry, loose sand, so now we're heading towards Sumter National Forest, and there's some really good riding in there. That's a beautiful place.
So how'd you sleep last night?
I slept pretty poorly. It was colder than we anticipated. We didn't bring cold enough gear.
Neither of us.
Yeah.
I brought a 40-degree bag. So I managed to take my fleece, which is the same thing Kris is wearing, except mine's in charcoal.
Yeah, 40-degree bag, meaning it's comfortable probably at 50 degrees. It's survivable at 40 degrees, and it was in the 30s last night.
Yeah. So we both survived, and we got about 3 hours of sleep each because we were both off and on. I heard the ruckus in your tent numerous times. I'm sure you heard mine.
Yeah.
And
I did hear a little snoring, though.
Did you?
Yeah.
I woke myself up once or twice with snoring.
Yeah.
And both of us managed to stay warm, except for our feet.
Yeah.
That was the coldest thing. But other than that, it was really nice.
Yeah.
Crisp, clean air next to a stream.
Yeah. Well, how about the riding? How was the riding yesterday?
The riding's great.
So we started at the south side of the loop, the S.C.A.R loop, where the connector meets the loop.
Yeah.
And we rode up
Counterclockwise? No, clockwise.
We rode clockwise
West.
around the loop, heading up through Sumter National Forest, and now we're up near the Georgia border.
Yeah, we're at a unnamed campsite somewhere, and north of, not far from Westminster.
Yep.
Yeah. So Westminster, South Carolina. We've got some altitude here, so it is chilly.
Yeah.
One of the highlights of besides the riding yesterday was stopping at the distillery.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we went in and we had a flight of 4 brandies, at least 2 whiskeys,
A rum,
and a gin.
a rum and a gin and a vodka.
Yeah, and we ended up leaving with a bottle of vodka to help keep us warm. I'm guessing it's pushing 8.
It's probably, yeah.
So it's pushing 8 here. We've got camp to finish packing up, and hopefully we are on the road no later than 9. And another good day of riding.
Yeah.
We just left Union. It's 31 degrees and we are heading south. And it is a beautiful sunny day other than the kind of cold temperatures. So today we're going to head toward Francis Marion National Forest. It's supposed to be pretty darn cold again tonight. We were going to stay in one of the forest campgrounds, but my guess is we'll end up at a hotel in St. Stephen. Heating up, almost tropical now, 41 degrees. I'm not gonna lie, my hands are a little bit cold. Wishing I had heated grips on mornings like this. But it is what it is. I've got some new winter gloves and they're working out pretty good, so could be worse. If I didn't have those gloves, I'd probably be pretty miserable.
What happened here, Hans?
My bike took a nap.
It appears so. Only a partial nap, though. I mean, it's not like a full nap.
Yeah.
But looking at this crap that we just rode through, I can kind of see why it took a nap.
Yeah, just rider mistake. I went too slow in the peanut butter.
It is very peanut buttery. All right, let's get her out.
All right, man.
Tell me when you're ready and I'll lean off. 1 second. All right, go.
Hey, good morning. We are on day 4 of our S.C.A.R ride. Just spent the night at the Econo Lodge in St. Stephen, South Carolina. Woke up to 30-degree-ish temperatures, like mid-30s. And now we're heading out. And we're riding through Francis Marion National Forest. At some point we're going to have to deviate because I need to get a new tube to replace the one that was punctured by a screw yesterday. And we're looking forward to a good day of riding. We're going to end up tonight at Edisto Beach State Park, where we have a campsite, like a beachside campsite. And life is good.
We are on day 5, and we missed a few days, so we're going to catch you up.
Yeah.
So we were out 4 nights.
Yeah.
We camped the first night, froze our butts off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Rode like crap the next day. we both tipped our bikes over, I think, because we were just so tired.
Yeah.
And then, so we hoteled it the next 2 nights. And then last night, we were at this campground at Edisto Beach State Park, right on the beach.
Which is exceptionally nice.
Yeah.
The shower, it's really nice. The showers are awesome. The beach is right over some sand dunes. So these dunes right here behind us, I mean, the beach is literally right there. So Chris put everything together here. He did all the input and all the research. And he strung together some really nice roads. There was some spots of some pea gravel, yeah. So it's kind of like riding on marbles. And then I got to practice my sand skills, which are lacking.
And you'll get to practice more today, I think, too.
Yeah. What was that? The dune region that you were telling me about?
The Sandhills region.
Sandhills region.
Yeah, that's just a region that kind of crosses the state through Columbia.
Yeah.
And so, anytime you're crossing through there, you're going to get sand. Yeah, but anyway, I mean, the riding, I think, has been phenomenal.
Yeah, it has.
There's a couple sections of the S.C.A.R, which is no secret, that are all slab because there just aren't a lot of dirt options in certain parts of the state. So, those, in my opinion, I don't like that. So, for me, it's something I prefer to just get through until we get to the next more adventurous route. But some people like the slab, so I mean, I'm not going to take anything away from people who like that. And those parts of the slab, when I was creating the route, I did try to route them past points of interest, like cow pens, battlefield, and things like that.
I think we did it again. Just talk about the riding is we bit off a little bit more than that was comfortable.
In terms of distance and time?
In terms of distance and time, yeah. You mentioned it during the summer, we would have more daylight. That's true, but I was still ready to get off that bike at around 180 miles, probably.
Yeah,
so
I'm
about
with you.
Long days with crappy night's sleep. It may contribute as well. Yeah. Last night camping, phenomenal though. The temperature was a low of 57, 61.
I think it was 59.
59
was the low, and it's, I mean, breeze. There's a breeze, but it was comfortable. I had a 20-degree bag, and I was perfect in my 20-degree bag. I didn't even have to have it zipped. Listening to the waves crash all night, birds chirping. We had some raccoon visitors on the other side of the fence right behind me here.
Get out here and enjoy the S.C.A.R. I mean, you're watching the video, check it out for yourself.
Alright, so I just took a spill in the sand. While it's fresh in my mind, I'm going to talk through it. Super deep sand, probably like 5-6 inches, maybe more in spots. And I was following Hans, but I was following him too closely. So I was having to modulate my speed relative to him instead of relative to what was best for my bike and its weight and my style and my bike's momentum and all that. So, lesson learned, don't follow your buddy so closely through the sand. But he helped me pick it up. It was deep as heck where I dropped it. He helped me pick it up and we're on our way.